Hey, how you doing? Hello and welcome to another Thursday Live, alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. I'm here. Hey, hello, hi. How are you doing? Yee. Okay, I know it takes a second, so I'm gonna give y'all a second. Pull up, pull on up. I got plenty. My bad. Sorry I'm late. I ain't that late, am I? No, I ain't that late. It wasn't 10 minutes. Folks can't afford to sit still for 10 minutes no more. Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay. Well, we will wait. We will wait. We will wait. We will wait. Hello, Grand Madam. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Okay. I see y'all looking. I see y'all looking. Come in and say hi. And if you don't come in and say hi, I'm not going to take that any kind of way. I'm going to understand. You're waiting around to see who's going to pull up, and if no one pulls up, you're going to leave. I do it. I do it to people who are boring me. I do it to people who I look at the thumbnail and think, oh, that might be something exciting to look at. And then you go and look at it, and then it's like, I don't want to watch this. And so you just leave, and it go from 20 to 19. I know they see you. I'll put it like this. People who walk out of lives or just, like leave lives like that, I can see. Did you know that? But they didn't know. Okay. I have had a very busy, very hectic day. I have been running. I have been cleaning. I have been picking folks up. I have been dropping folks off. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm tired. I am tired. Maybe that middle age kicking in, and brother like, you know what I mean? I'm ready to lay down. What you say, Grand Matter? You do it. You walk out of people's lives. Sometimes it just, yeah, what you do. I've been live for 3 minutes. 3 minutes? What? They just looked at my face and decided he ugly. I'm leaving. Hey, some people ain't for everybody. Whew. Huh. Okay. Okay. I could get some banners ready. That's what I'm going to do. Since y'all are like just chilling like villains, I am going to get a banner ready. Like what? What banner? A banner I feel like that y'all need to see. Oh. Oops. Oh, y'all know what that is. Oh, okay. Y'all decided to start talking. Got the NFL preseason game on in the background. Okay. I hope the Bears do well. Javon, good evening to you, sir. Happy to see you. Happy to hear from you. Glad that you are here. And my brother Theo is in building. Stick around. This is gonna be one of them other ones for sure. Let's see. I get to the magic number. We will kick it off. Why?
There can be only one.
Why not?
There can be only one.
That's why. And there's only one guy doing edutainment. That's me. Oh, Ray Smith is in the building. You stick around, sir. There is something you want to see later. Trust me. You probably already see it, but I'm gonna see how observant you are. All right. Anyway, and what it is something that was inspired by you, sir. So there. How's everybody doing? How's everybody feeling? How's everybody in the building? Okay, y'all. I got a super dynamite show lined up, and I think we gonna kick it off. Yeah, we're there. Okay. We gonna kick it off with okay. Okay. Bruh. Okay, let's go. This right here. Okay. Now, for those of you not in the know, the person in the red is an Algerian boxer by the name of Imane Khalif. The boxer on the right in blue is an Italian boxer by the name of Angela Carini. Now, there are rumors flying around that Imane Khalif is a man. Now, here's what got my attention. This woman said she got hit so hard by this person who failed to gender test. How do you fail a gender test? I would think a gender test is the easiest test in the world to pass. She failed it twice. Okay. Now, as you might expect, your boy D Real did his due diligence and did some research. Now, this woman, and I use that term, was born female. However, she was born there was widespread and immediate condemnation of the International Olympic Committee for how it had placed Carini in position of extreme danger by pitting her against Imane Khalif, a biological male, to the point where she couldn't breathe anymore. She could be heard telling her corner during the fight, "Non è gusto. or excuse me, non è giusto. Non è giusto. In Italian, that means it's not fair. Khalif was allowed to compete at the Paris Games despite being thrown out of last year's World Championships in Delhi for failing a testosterone test. The bout was already fiercely controversial before a punch was thrown, and IOC put intense pressure to justify how Karini could be allowed to enter. I read somewhere that she was born with some androgyny disorder, or they, I don't know. Bottom line, the fight lasted 45 seconds. 45 seconds. Can you imagine getting hit within 45 seconds and deciding, I ain't doing this no more. I'm good. I'm time out. That's probably you know, you can actually call timeout in boxing. It ain't against the rules. You call timeout, player. You could be like, hey, or tell your corner, call timeout. Now, here's my thing with the International Olympic Committee. If there was any question about how to proceed with this fight because you wasn't sure what was going to happen, we've been telling y'all for years. Men who decide to become women, and I mean this in the nicest way, men who decide to become women, unless you go all the way through with, and I don't know what's going on with Iman, what was the last name? Khalif. Why couldn't I remember that? Where's Khalif? Khalif. Okay. Did y'all see the fight? Khalif drew blood. They got on headgear. The women wear headgear in the Olympics. She drew blood and loosened this woman's head strap. Them head straps, that's Velcro. That's Velcro. She got hit so hard, her headgear loosened up. Okay. If there is any question about whether or not you're a man or a woman, if you're a woman trying to participate in a man's sport and you can't prove that you're a man, you shouldn't be allowed to participate. If you're a man trying to participate in a woman's sport and you can't prove you're, because see, here's the thing, nobody's denying your journey. Nobody's denying your transition. We're saying, bruh, if you're going to go compete with women, you need to understand something. You are a lot denser and you are a lot stronger. Boxing, you probably could have killed that one. And just for the record, that's not the fastest somebody done been dealt with inside of a ring. There are a lot of people who have been dealt with very quickly in the ring. This one right here is the one I remember the most. This is one Marvis Frazier. Yeah. Frazier. And yes, that's his son. Ask me how fast Mike Tyson dealt with him. Oh, you ain't got to ask. I'll tell you. 30 seconds. 30 seconds into the first round. It happened in 1986. You think I'm lying? Look it up. July of 1986, if I'm not mistaken. 30 seconds. Done. Now, what y'all talking about? I'm sure y'all got some newsies. Okay. Starting my short staycation from my black job. There's testosterone. Okay? Sex, whatever it is, Paul. There's testosterone in that person's body. Period. There's testosterone in that person's body. I ain't saying nothing about the transition, the journey, none of that. There's testosterone in your body. Period. You can call it whatever the hell you want to call it. There's testosterone in your body. Your body is producing testosterone. What else is there to say? Oh, she's got a right if she wants to. If she's got testosterone in her body and is manufacturing it, she needs to fight men. If you're knocking headgear off of women and drawing blood with one fucking punch, you need to be fighting men. Period. I ain't argue about it. I am not of two minds about it. I am not tripping. She need to fight men. If she beating the crap out of women like that, she need to fight men. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times, folks with testosterone in them come into women's sports and compete and just do phenomenally. To me, that's not natural talent. That's not the gifts that were given to you naturally to use in that way. Not on women. Come on, for real. We all comfortable with it? We all comfortable with it. 100, dead ass. We comfortable with it? And I ain't trying to be no sexist, homophobic, nothing. If my daughter, any of my daughters, decide they want to box and they got to fight a damn man, okay, I'm going to say this one time and one time only. Fuck that. All right? I'm not letting my daughter get no brain damage because of somebody's damn journey. Okay? Like, can we look at it in terms of that? It ain't me being homophobic. It's me being like, damn, where is the line? Or there ain't no line no more? Okay. All right. Got it. That's a man, baby. Exactly. Come on, yo, you're driving, but you tuned in. All right, I hear you, baby. I hear you. Imani could just be a big old daddy's girl hopped up on testosterone pills. IO needs to revamp their testing standards. Grand Madam, he's failed a test. Oh, they have failed a test twice. Now, maybe it ain't their standards that need to be revamped so much as who's admitting who. Because the standards are pretty clear. And lest we forget, the last Olympics, a woman was barred from participating because she smoked weed. I get it. No drugs means no drugs, but come on now. Was the weed going to make Sha'Carri run faster? Or was the weed going to make Sha'Carri run slower? And do we think Sha'Carri was going to smoke a blunt before she went out on the track and ran? The docs give us older dolls testosterone for certain issues. I get that too. Testosterone above a certain level or below a certain level. Okay. Revision. above or below. If you got enough testosterone in you to bust somebody in the face and knock their headgear off and make them bleed, that's a little too much. I ain't saying if you got a little bit or a teeny tiny bit, grandman. I'm talking about enough testosterone to, well, I ain't gonna say pick up a truck, but I mean, you get what I'm getting at. Okay, that's all I'm saying is let it be fair. Let it be fair. I want to watch people box and I want it to be competitive. As much as I enjoyed Mike Tyson in the late 80s knocking mugs out, we got to go back and look at Mike. Mike was knocking out mugs twice his size. Okay, so I don't feel like that was unfair. That was just the better man won. It came down to skill and conditioning. Period. But when I got an unfair advantage on you, I can hit harder than you can. My stamina's greater than yours. That's a huge advantage in a boxing ring. Theo, you know what? I don't think that's a terrible idea. I don't, because Clarissa Shields fight like a man. But Clarissa Shields has been knocked down sparring. She's been knocked down by men. Her sparring partners. So, same difference. I feel safer about Clarissa Shields going in the ring and fighting Imani Khalif than I would, oh girl, you sitting in the middle of the ring crying? You got your ass beat so bad, grown woman, you crying. Yeah. Yes, it is cheating like a mug. Estrogen treatments to bring down that testosterone. Women should not be competing against men in combat sports. But men should be competing against women, or what effectively, you know what I'm saying, is a man, Kamoya? You know what I'm saying? For all intents and purposes, she beating the daylights out of mugs. So I know you was. Yeah. I say I really think the Red Pants team was cheating, Grand Madam. Maybe they was. I mean, she wants to fight a guy, so exhibition fight. Yeah. I'd like to see it, but I mean, okay, yeah, give her an exhibition match. And if she does well in an exhibition match with a man, and the man ain't coddling or holding back or playing or BSing, because trust me, in combat sports, it's speeds. You know what I'm saying? We can get in the ring and we can go 30%. We can get in the ring and we can go 50%. We can get in the ring, we can go 70%. We can get in the ring, we can go all out. What's safe for that person? What's safe for them? What's safe for Khalif? Putting her in the ring with somebody and letting them go 70%? Because that's basically what you're doing in an exhibition match. Is you doing everything except trying to knock a mug out. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why it is called an exhibition. You are putting your skill on display, not trying to knock a mug senseless or knock them out. Are we aware also that exhibition matches are done to gauge fighters? Maybe I'll do a live and I'll talk about boxing at length. Sound like we need some education. Boxers don't cry. Not in the ring, Grand Madam. not in the ring. Like Ann Wolfe, Clarissa spars with men to make her tougher against females. She spars with small guys. Well, one of those small guys knocked her ass down. So obviously it must help. Because the last fight she had, she knocked that chick down 3 times. And that was a rizap. So she running roughshod over chicks. Now that I don't have a problem with. Let her fight somebody that can fight. Because a lot of these folks she done fought, they either can't fight or they scared of Clarissa Shields. When we gonna see her fight somebody who can fight? Is there any? Clarissa Shields is out here offering $10,000 to hood chicks to fight her. So she really can't find no comp, apparently. Let her fight Khalid. Let's see what happens. Say you used to spar with men, huh? That competition, it was off. I'll bet. I mean, and when you spar, Grand Madam, were those men going full? Were they going 100%? If they are, they need their asses kicked. Okay? Because you don't need to be going no 100% with a woman unless that's a woman who can go 100%. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have no problem going 100% with Clarissa Shields. I'd just be scared. You know what I mean? That I would do something to hurt her. You know what I mean? If I go all out, now 70, 60, 70%, she could probably knock me down. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, y'all. Baumgardner need to stop ducking her. Come on, y'all. And you know that. You know that. She done got in a... Stop ducking her. Go fight her. Stop. You can talk all the shit you want. But if you ain't fighting, I don't want to hear it. Period. That's how I feel about it. Your sparring partners trained you to fight men. Okay. Boys and girls are comparable to age 15. After that, bodies change in radically different directions. Yes, they do. Oliver McCall cried in the ring against Lennox Lewis. He wasn't supposed to. He broke the rule. Mr. Martin, I 150,000% agree. I think some of the roughest fights I ever saw in school was when girls went at it. You know why? Because girls don't care. Girls are like little panthers when they fight. That's why they like getting in fights with girls. Not because I was afraid to hit a girl or anything like that, but I was worried about what a girl was going to try to do to me. Because I've seen guys that got in fight with girls and what the girls did. Yeah, you won, but you're going to have that across your face for a couple of days. Oh, yeah, you won, but you're going to have to explain to your mama why your glasses got broke. Oh, yeah, you won, but your shirt is tore all the way down here. You look like the damn Incredible Hulk. You know what you know what I'm saying? That's what happens when you fight girls. So I'd rather avoid that conflict. Pick your battles. Pick your battles. That's some real shit. Pick your battles. Grand Madam, I sparred with women. I had to go easy, even if they weren't. See, people who've boxed understand this dynamic. Okay? If you have ever in your life gotten into the ring, octagon, mat with any woman, they trying to take your motherfucking head off. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like they might do something and it's like hit you somewhere and you forget who you with and you just unleash a, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, I didn't mean do that, you know? So yeah, okay. They tried to take my head off. They toughened me up. That's, woo. I ain't trying to meet you nowhere in no dark alley, nowhere, Graham Adam. I ain't trying to meet you nowhere for no conflicts. Girls fight with raw emotion. Yeah, and a couple other things too. Cry in the locker room, not in the ring. Bloody nail marks up. More than that, bruh. More than that. The one fight that I had with a girl that was like a real fight, a fight, tomboy. Name's Randy Gordon. I'll never forget it. Randy fought, you know what I'm saying? Get him up in a circle, throw him from the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Square up. Yeah, that's how she fought. And see, that's the thing. I seen her fight before I got into a fight with her. And she got into a fight with a girl, and she was piecing her up. Oh my goodness. Just, you know, it was one of them fights. Have you ever seen like a street fight where one person getting pieced up so bad that the crowd intervenes and be like, okay, let's stop. You're doing too much. That's how that fight went. But when she fought me, I was not holding back because I thought, okay, seeing her fight and seeing what she did to this other girl, oh, well, shit, I'm going to have to bust her hole open. You know what I mean? And I went full out. And and she was on the ground within seconds. And everybody was like, stop. Why don't you stop? Quit, stop. And I did. I stopped. But the mistake I made, I was standing next to her when I stopped. And I don't know where the fuck a 2x4 came from, but she hit me in my damn shin with it. And pain has a way of just making you respond. I kicked her. I didn't want to, but the pain made me kick her. And it was a solid kick. It was a solid kick. When I saw her, she was sucking in air. You know what I mean? Man, I'd have had some fights. I had a fight with a girl. So you can imagine how the fights with dudes went. Gray in the building. What up? The white guys were easy to beat. The brothers tried. Okay. Okay. I am visualizing you in my head, Grand Madam, fighting. Wow. You probably hurt some people. I had one put me in a headlock once. You gently gave her a suplex. Wow. Okay. It was the slowest, most gentle supplement. I literally sat down on the floor and laid on my back, still holding her. Then guess what, Theo? That ain't a suplex, my guy. That's not a suplex. That's exactly what you described. You laid on the floor and laid on your back. Oh, Theo been a lover, man, from little. That's the song. Wow. Attack me with your love, baby. Yeah. Cameo. They're my guys. My 73-year-old cuz is doing Muay Thai these days. After I get my doctor's clearance, I am joining her. You should. It's fun. Man, if I let go, she'd have went flying. That's what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. Woo. Hee. Man, I can talk about one topic for a long time. Okay, well, since I can talk about one topic for a long time, let's talk. Can we talk? What John Rivers used to say? Can we talk? We ain't talk. We ain't talk. And this right here is what the hell we need to talk about. Donald Trump, National Association of Black Journalists. Nicole Harris, moderator. Everybody is talking about how that went. Okay, here's my thing. How did you effing expect it to go? And when has this man ever answered a direct question? Ever. See, here's the thing. If I was the person interviewing Donald Trump, I would have to ask the man, sir, there are questions I'm going to ask that simply require a yes or no answer. And by all means, please don't be bringing up old shit. That was like 35, 40 minutes of him ranting and raving, redirecting questions, and just out and out lying, which is pretty much what we get all the time from that guy. I just wish Miss Harris would have been a little more adamant about pursuing specific questions, because them questions she opened up with was some humdingers. There was the questions that we all wanted answered. And instead of him straight answering those questions, he went into a tirade about how he'd been disrespected and insulted, and nobody said hi to him when he came out, and blah, 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 and the usual rhetoric. I have no use for a person who double talks me. I really don't have use for a person who talks over the top of me when I'm trying to say something. I have an ex-wife who used to do that. And that is one of the fucking reasons why she is my ex-wife. Okay. If I can't explain anything to you, that means I can't talk to you. If I can't engage with you without being able to speak my part, without you interrupting and coming over the top, I hate that. I hate when people do that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. That means you're speaking to react, not to respond. You're reacting to what I'm saying. You're not responding to what I'm saying. And if you're responding to everything I'm saying, we're not having a conversation. It is a series of not very well thought out responses. But anyway, back to the red guy, orange guy, whatever freaking color he is these days. He was asked a direct question about police immunity. Why do you want? Well, here's the thing. The Sonya Massey situation was explained and broke down to him, and I find it incredible that he responded and said he never had heard about Sonya Massey or what was going on with her. All he knew about, he's boiling water, the water. You know, you just playing the role. By the way, say her name. Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey. Sonya Massey, you orange Cheeto. Sonya Massey. Now, when asked the question about police officers that do things like what the police officer did, are you saying you gonna grant immunity to a mug like that? Ain't that a simple answer? Yeah, I would grant immunity to him, or no, I would not grant immunity to him. If you gotta think about it, then I gotta think about you as a choice for president. You are here to answer the questions that Black people have. National Association, Black journalists, they ask tough questions. I watched when they had Barack Obama and interviewed him. And it was after he was president. It was like, I think like 2017. They asked him some tough ass questions. They asked him questions about Benghazi. You know what I'm saying? They asked him questions about the Affordable Care Act. I mean, they was going in. Same thing with Bush. George W. went before the National Association of Black Journalists and got grilled. You're asking them questions? But anyway, a couple minutes later, they asked a question about the January 6th riot and the 141 Capitol Police that got injured. Somebody lost the eye, literally. Somebody got their spinal discs crushed, broken bones and shit. He turns around and talks about some riot that happened last week. He's talking about the riots in Seattle. Yeah. Now, Nicole Harris, here's one for you. Why didn't you tie those two questions together? Previously, you just said some stuff about police immunity and you didn't answer that question. Now I'm asking you about the Capitol Police and you feel like the Capitol Police got what they deserved. Bruh. Don't ask why. Don't ask why. Next week, we're going to talk about Project 47. Not Project 2025, 47. This is the for sure Republican for sure rollout, what they plan to do. The 20 promises that they have made to the American people. I don't want to get into it right now because that's going to be a whole damn show by itself. Woo, y'all in the comments deep. Let me see what the heck is going on. He's pro law enforcement unless he's their target. Then he thinks they're trash. Kamoyo said, I enjoyed watching Trump destroy himself. Grand Madam, he was upset about the wedding Kamala performed, but was okay with him being a rapist, adulterer, inciter of an insurrection. That part. Yep, right there, Grand Madam. That. Not listening to what's said. You just talking about what you want to talk about. Because I got a friend that is just the spitting image of that cat. He will not answer questions, but wants to ask a shit ton of them. And I'm like, I'm not talking to you. We can talk about anything else in the universe. We can talk about any damn thing else. But politics and Trump, you don't get to talk about that shit with me ever again. I'm not having it. I mean, we can talk about cursory stuff and, a little bit here and there, but listening to all that bullshit, man, he showed me, you know what I'm saying? That side is they do what anti-recasters do. They regurgitate shit that Trump said, and they regurgitated the way he said it, with that avoidance in everything they do, with that redirection and gaslighting and all of that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that. Moyo say destroy is in the eye of the beholder. To the maggots, wow. He put those uppity Negroes in their place. Yeah, what that was? He has never spoken against the attempted takeover of Congress. Because he incited the shit. You better not try to speak against it. You did it. Oh, but you're saying he's never said that was the wrong shit to do. And that's another thing. He never admits his wrongdoing. I've been in behavioral health for 24 years. Not admitting wrongdoing is the sign of a 100% dyed in the wool narcissist. One narcissist for president? Then by all means, vote for that fool. I ain't with it. I just ain't with it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And I've read stuff, you know what I mean? Because that's what everybody on the right side is always telling me. You need to read this and read that and read that and read. And I did. I read some of it. And I read, and then I said, oh, now I see how these mugs get brainwashed. They listen to it. They read it. They ruminate on it, and then they regurgitate. And the only places they get their news from is right-leaning news sources. Reuters, The Guardian, The Gateway Pundit, OAN. They're the only ones telling the truth. And they speak for him like they've been sitting in a room talking to him. And he told, let me stop. Queen Keita. Hello, baby girl. How you doing? Thoughts on the UN Agenda 2030? No. I don't have any thoughts on it. Not right now. I need to read up on it. Am I the only one who noticed how he was saying black when referring to Kamala? I don't know if you were the only one that noticed it, but I noticed he said, I'll tell you one thing, a whole lot. And the only thing he told us was the same shit he'd been telling us since 2020. The election was stolen. There's immigrants coming into our country at an alarming rate, which, by the way, is the right's platform. That's their focus. Unvetted mugs coming into this country is the biggest problem in this country right now, if you ask a Republican. And I hate that we sitting here doing this because I ain't the political type. But I do read and I do understand the shit I read. So here we are. If Kamala Harris is Indian and Jamaican, when did she just suddenly decide to start claiming black? So, by that same logic, if Barack Obama had turned around and started claiming white, would he be the first black president? Probably not. But here's what I'm getting at. If I have Mexican, Asian, Filipino, white, and whatever else in my bloodline, which one am I supposed to claim? The one I look like? But she looks like both. Now what? Bottom line, if you aren't Asian and Jamaican, you ain't got no right to tell nobody how black they are or aren't. STF to the year. That's how I look at it. Okay. My wife has at least 3 ethnicities in her. She only claims one. But if she decided she wanted to claim the other 2, who am I not of those ethnicities to tell her that she can? Or that there's something wrong with it? If I'm Mexican and German, I can wake up one day and say Guten Tag, and then I can wake up the next day and say Buenos Dias. That is the right which is in my blood. You can't tell me what I should or shouldn't be, or if I can flip-flop or not. And it ain't flip-flopping because both of them are in me. See, that's that low-key racist shit. The maggots do not matter as you can sway the deluded. It's the swing voters in your base you must galvanize. And right now, they running neck and neck. Hey, Keita, it's 2024 and the validity of Caribbeans being truly black is rearing its ugly head. See Rita Marlowe. Oh, in 2020, Paul, Michigan State University did a study of Afro-Jamaicans, and 90 out of 100 Jamaicans identify as black. So unless Michigan State University spent 2-3 years lying about shit, I think it's pretty safe to say most Jamaicans, I don't know about nobody else in the Caribbean, and we know Dominicans damn sure don't, identify as black. Theo, yes, after saying she wasn't black until a few years ago. And I get that. Okay, I will answer that question. I will respond to that statement by asking a question. Is it wrong to leverage your ethnicity to get votes? I mean, Obama didn't do it, but is it wrong to leverage your ethnicity to get votes? If I was a real light-skinned brother with good hair and people identified me as white because that's how I looked, but I felt like I was black. But we know in the 40s and 50s, black people who was real high yellow and light skinned got along to get along. Were they wrong for that? He hasn't even apologized to the Central Park Five. He doesn't apologize for anything, Paul. He is a narcissist. Narcissists do not apologize. Yes, Mr. Smith, she is an AKA. But you know what? There are Latino women in the AKAs. There are white women in the AKAs. It is a traditional black sorority. I get that. But I'm just saying. I haven't seen some white ski-wees. I'm telling you, I've seen some Latina ski-wees. Bruh, they out there. They're out there. Yeah, they're out there. Kamala's dad's black genes dominated, in my opinion. Looks more red bone than mixed. Okay, I will ask you, Paul Martin, the same question I asked everybody else who says that. What does a mixed person look like? Respond. Don't react. That was it, bruh. He conflate race with ethnicity. The foolish logic of a racist. That part, you notice I said Jamaican and Indian. A bi or triracial person has every right to claim all of their heritage. Well, at least one person agrees with me. And that's all I'm saying. If we are not multi-ethnic, if we are not, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got no right to tell somebody who is what they should and shouldn't do. And then on top of that, do you want her to win? What difference does it make what she's claiming? You know you don't want that other cat in there. So why are we splitting hairs about it? That's how I feel. It's academic at this point what her ethnicity is, and I don't think it's going to have an impact on her chances of winning. South Asians, Samoans, Indigenous Australians, New Zealanders, and those on the closest islands consider themselves black. Well, Grand Madam, you know black is everywhere. We everywhere. We done touched everywhere on the planet except Antarctica. We're everywhere. 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 Even though I kind of liked the USFL team he owned back in the day, I knew he was trash since I was about 17. Well, when he said what he said about the Central Park Five, that's when I knew he was trash, because I would hear him in rap sounds and make more money than Donald Trump. Yeah, so yeah, okay, we cool. But then that Central Park shit, I was like, I'm done with that cat. It's the FBA ADOS bunch always trying to unblack people. They're as bad as the Africans who want to be white. Well, watch this. I'm not a fan of being called black because to me it's a color, but I'm considered black and called black even though I prefer African American. Well, what am I? Okay. That's race, not ethnicity. Or that's race versus ethnicity. That's a term, and you know this, Theo. I don't have to explain this to you. That's a term that came out in what, the 15th century? Colorism is a Caucasian construct. A lot of things that we accept, assimilate, and identify with are European mechanisms. Oh, I just did a Donald Trump. I didn't answer your question, did I? If we talk about your ethnicity, you are African American. If we talking about your race, you're a Negro. Or what you are, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Because the way I learned it in science, I mean, I've learned what you have talked about in your videos, but I've also read there are only 3 races, and everything else is a derivative of those 3 races, a mixture of those 3 races: Mongoloid, Caucasoid, Negroid. Everything else is a combination of those. That's where the ethnicities come from. Because there's Negroids in places in the world other than Africa. There are Mongoloids in places on the earth other than Asia. Right? She told Mindy Kaling that Mindy, was about as dark as 50% of her family. Pretty sure she meant dad's side. Okay. Grand Madam, all of the Samoan wrestlers in the WWE have black wives and will tell you Samoan is black. She said, I hear you, D-Real, but she also went to Howard. Yes, I know that. I'm still of the mind that she should be able to claim whatever ethnicity she wants if she is of both ethnicities. There. That's how I, D-Real, personally feel about it. If she's Jamaican and Indian, she can wake up one day and go, hello, my friend. Or she can wake up another day and go, yeah, bless God, bless rice, clot, man. She has that option because it flows in her. Even if she never, ever said she was black. Then tomorrow decided to say, I'm black. Here's the question I present to everybody to have a problem with it. Is it a lie? She's black. She can take a blood test and prove that shit. She's black. So the beef sounds like it's coming from somewhere else. She said it's like Shabazz. A little bit. A little bit. If you want to keep it 100, everyone is mixed. Yeah. I have Asian in me. Go figure. But I'm mostly black. Okay. And if I said I was 3% Thai, you wouldn't believe me. See what I'm saying? So I would have to prove that. Ancestry.com said it. According to my spit. So, here's what it is. Theo, you are anything you want to be. My siblings and me claim the African black side of our father. On our mom's side, we don't know who we belong to. We choose to be who we are. Good question. I was shocked when I found out Jasmine Guy was mixed back in the day because I knew black folks lighter than her with 2 black parents. Okay. Man, y'all are going in. Colorism is just a Western caste system. Yep. She pulls her blackness out during the campaign season for votes. I don't like how she said that she wouldn't do anything specifically for black people, just to turn around and support a anti-Asian hate. Here's what I would encourage everyone in here to do right now, today. Get your news from a reputable, reliable news source. Facebook ain't news. TikTok ain't news. Instagram ain't news. Get news from professional journalists, not from Negroes making videos or something you heard I'm not saying that's what you did, Katie. I'm just saying make sure that what you're saying is 100% accurate and can be fact checked. Crime bill. She also helped some of those criminals re-assimilate into society. I'm not caping. I'm just saying. That's because everybody, that's the first thing they bring up about Kamala. I was mad then too. But is the crime bill gonna stop you from voting for her? You gonna write in somebody? Because Keita, I know you ain't voting for Trump. Kamala has a soft handshake, and man, does she smell amazing. God damn. Met her at Essence Fest 1 year. Aye, bro. African and East Asian in our family tree. Politicians ain't gonna save us. Trump advocated for jailing the Central Park Five. No, politicians aren't going to save us. And this is what I tell y'all right now, since we talking about politics and voting and blah, 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 and so on and so forth. Find out what politicians' platforms are. Find out the promises they're making, because that, ladies and gentlemen, is all that matters. Not their charisma, not the way they talk, not what they say to people, not eating no fucking collard greens or washing them in a bathtub or using hot sauce. None of that shit is going to change the direction of the country. What are they standing 10 toes down on? What policies do you plan to implement? What you gonna do about this inflation? What you gonna do about these taxes? What you gonna do about these police? Those are the questions that need to be asked. And that's what I need to hear you saying. I don't need to hear about the Charlie Mingus album that you got. I don't need to hear none of that shit. I don't need to hear none of that. Tell me what you standing on. Tell me what you gonna do for this country, so when you don't do it, I can say you said in 2024 you was gonna do this. Here it is, 2027, and you ain't did shit. That's what you do to politicians. I know. I knew that since Jimmy Carter. Politicians ain't gonna save you. Their plan is not to save you. Their plan is to get in office and try to do some of the stuff they said they was going to do, but then they didn't take into consideration that the Senate and Congress wasn't with half the shit they said they was going to do. So now they got to backpedal and make an excuse why they couldn't do it. Find out all of that before you make them promises. I don't care what she claims. I care about what her policies are. Thank you, Gray. Thank you. And the Grand Madam agrees with you. That part, period, man. I don't care nothing about all this fanfare and all this shit they doing and dancing and singing and got Megan Thee Stallion on stage twerking and shit and coming out to fucking 50 Cent. I don't care about none of that. That ain't gonna help me. That doesn't improve my bottom line. I don't give a shit, Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion, you gonna give me some money? Megan Thee Stallion gonna pay my mortgage? Then fuck Megan Thee Stallion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I did, but we get carried away sometimes. I'm sorry. Megan Thee Stallion's a great artist. I just feel like that was poorly placed. Very, very poorly placed. That part right there. That's what I'm talking about. Them first 4 words. Keita, that interview was clipped. And if y'all watch videos to get all your news, you're going to find out that a shit ton of these videos are clipped and put together and to get the reaction that they wanted to get. You feel me? So don't don't get it all. Get it all first. Get all the information. Put it all together. Because that's what I do when I see videos. When I see videos, I'm like, where's the entire video? Because just like when I edit my videos, I edit out what I don't want you to see or hear. Why can't somebody do that with a political video? Go deep. Go deep. Question everything. You got some black folks managing, folks making MJB's Killmonger more heroic than her. Funny you should say that, Paul. Shit, where is that? Oh man. No, you gonna get this work. You gonna get this work, partner. You gonna get this work right here, partner. You gonna get this work. Where did I put that? I know I had that thing. Did it get so? I don't know. Anyway, there is a picture. There is a picture of Kamala Khan dressed as Captain America and Donald Trump in Prison Orange. And it says underneath the Patriot and the felon. Or no, the prosecutor and the felon. Yeah, that part. Politicians ain't gonna save us. Trump nor Kamala are loyal to the black community. Unifying with ourselves and spending with us will make a difference. Agree 100%, Mr. Shabazz. Agree 100%. We need for our blackouts to last longer than a week. Our blackouts need to last 4-5 months. You want them to feel it? That's how they gonna feel it. Them blackouts are BS to me. You better come on Black Day. You better come down, black them out. Black them out. How long we blacking them out for? A week? That ain't gonna do shit. Black them out for about 6 months. We ain't got that kind of discipline. We ain't got that kind of control. I cannot buy some stuff from white people for 6 months. Easy. I know a bunch of black people, vendors and sellers and business people. 100%. So, but nobody wants to stay the course. And that's the problem now. What if they had been like us during the Montgomery bus boycott? We still be riding on the back of the bus mandatorily and not because we wanted to. Just look up her record in the Senate. Take your intel from that. If you are still dwelling on her prosecutor days, then understand, should you be judged on what you were doing back then? How many of us want to be judged? Shit, I don't. I do not want to be judged on stuff I did a couple years ago. Not at all. As for Megan, you use what will bring the young base in. Politicians have used entertainers since before John Wayne or Clint Eastwood became political pitchmen. I get that, but that shit was in poor taste. And none of them people you mentioned would have made me vote for none of the people that they was rallying or campaigning for. I'm not interested in the fanfare. I recognize it as fanfare. Ooh. Ooh, that's a whole nother conversation. That's dark. That's evil. That's dark and evil. Okay, I'm gonna check it out. I'll pull it up in a minute. Right now, I want to switch gears because we've been dwelling on this for a minute, and I got a couple more topics I want to cover before we say goodnight. One of them is la 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 la. This right here. Yep. Blood Hunt number 5. The finale. Blood Hunt number 5. The finale. A lot of shit happened in Blood Hunt number 5, y'all. If y'all ain't picked it up yet. You don't want to hear what happened in Blood Hunt number 5. Better turn it off now, because I'm about to spoil shit out of it. Okay. We knew Thor was a whole problem without Mjolnir. We knew that. Why didn't Varney know it? Him and Varney mixed it up before. I will be bringing you that story about when Varney and Thor first met and squared off. It's short, but it's an interesting read. I like the fact that the Avengers came in to avenge like a mug. They came in hard and put their foot right square in the asses of vampires, particularly the ones who ambushed them and murdered them and vampired them. Wanda got free or got freed by Vision, and all she had to talk about was revenge. Getting revenge on these punk ass vampires who played us. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a nice bow to tie down the story, but the Avengers didn't do it alone. They had help from Dr. Doom. Now, if you've been keeping up with Blood Hunt, you know Stephen Strange, or at least Stephen Strange's body, or parts of his body, are vampire. His astral form gave Dr. Doom the mantle of Sorcerer Supreme. Question: if there was vampires all over the world eating and killing everybody, and your only hope was to make Victor Von Doom the Sorcerer Supreme, would you do it? Question: what do you think is going to happen when you make Dr. Doom Sorcerer Supreme? I'll tell you what's going to happen. This right here. This is the man who stole the power cosmic from the Silver Surfer twice. This is the man who stole power from the Beyonders twice. You gonna make him Sorcerer Supreme? And Clea even tells him, Stephen, no. Your girl know not to make Dr. Doom Sorcerer Supreme, and you don't. Why didn't you make him Sorcerer Supreme? Why didn't you make Wanda Sorcerer Supreme? Because only Victor Von Doom got the sorcerer's skill to do what needed to be done. During the battle, Iron Man asked the Scarlet Witch, quick, Wanda, cast the Montesi formula. And Wanda said no, because the Montesi formula is just indiscriminate. The Montesi formula goes, all vampires dead. And we know Wanda's history for wiping out large groups of people at once. She ain't feeling it. So I guess Clea wouldn't have had a problem with that. But that might have killed Blade. That might have killed Brielle. That's a tough dilemma, right? What y'all say, Rock With Me Nation? What y'all say? I am Kimono. Sometimes I will say the uncomfortable thing. Blood Hunt was rushed. Thought it was just a summer thing. Summer's about over. Didn't read it. Waiting for the trade. Don't they know Wanda Cray Cray? Well, is she more cray cray than Victor Von Doom, Kamaya? Who's crazy's crazier? And I'm talking comic-wise. Kamoyo, the only... Oh, y'all still on that. Hit the likes, you too, lurkers. Yes, we know you're there. I don't know why they don't think we know they're there. You can say hi, you can say F you, whatever. We know you're there. Just, I can count. I miss the day when Doom was truly considered evil. I see today's fans calling him a hero or anti-hero. Well, you have people like the writer of the infamous Iron Man and the Fantastic Four storyline where Dr. Doom gets married and all of this kind of stuff that's making a kinder, softer Doom. But I don't think a storyline called One World Under Doom is going to be considering him as heroic. Just a thought. Just a thought. Doom with those powers. Yikes. Dr. Doom was already the second best sorcerer on Earth. Now you done made him Sorcerer Supreme? Bruh, he could cast spells and make people forget stuff and cast spells. And bruh, dude, we want Doom as Sorcerer Supreme? That's going to be monumentally bad. November, huh? T'Challa wouldn't have done it. You heard what he told Shuri. Bruh, couldn't make him Sorcerer Supreme either. Because Jed, overall, I give Blood Hunt a 7 out of 10. I think what really done it for me were these. They made it that much more enjoyable. Grown folk stuff. Grown folk stuff. Where is Brother Voodoo? What is Brother Voodoo doing right now that you couldn't have approached him and said, bruh, I need you to be so, and you was in astral form, so it ain't like you'd had a hard time trying to locate him, find him, whatever. We never talked about that, did we? Research time. It would have killed Miles. Yeah, okay. It would have killed Miles, and it would have killed a whole bunch of other people who were still vampires at the time, too. I get that. But Doom is your option, Brother Shabazz? Doom is your only option. That's where you going? Oh, yeah, Dr. Doom. Yeah, that's a great choice. Yeah, this motherfucker took over shit all the time. Use the Purple Man and took over the entire United States. That guy. That's who we making Sorcerer Supreme. I smell brand synergy. Me too. It could have possibly killed T'Challa if he still has any vamp left in him. And again, that's probably why Wanda didn't do it. She already said she don't want to wipe out a whole bunch of people again. She don't want to do that. But there wasn't nothing else. She's literally wielding the power that created vampires. You telling me there ain't the Montesi formula is the only solution? No, absolutely not. But Doom ain't no solution, and we know that. Historically, we've seen he ain't no solution. Doom is his own solution. He ain't nobody else's solution. And that does not work for the world. Doom be crossing his fingers when he give his word. So from now on, when Dr. Doom says you have the word of doom, either that got a double meaning or can't trust it. Can't trust it. Never should have trusted it. Ask Ray Richards. What happened to Shaman and Alpha Flight and his daughter? Are they still around? Ask Thea. I ain't been fooling with Alpha Flight for a minute. Not since they left to go out. But overall, that last issue is a good read. It's basically an Avengers book. Because it's all about the Avengers avenging, and they avenging in a major way. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. I did buy it. Yeah, I get variants. That's a clean ass cover. I likes that. I ain't gonna tell y'all about nothing else about Blood Hunt, but I just gave you the crux. So the little deets in between, I'll let you experience that first yourself. Why Strange always ready to bust out the Montesi at the drip of a dime? Well, it wasn't him that wanted to bust it out. Iron Man, because Doctor Strange was somewhere else. He wasn't with the Avengers. Iron Man and the Avengers were in the Temple of First Blasphemy. And they were fighting Varney/Blade. Scarlet Witch was able to unvarney Blade, though. And then, I ain't gonna tell you what. You read the rest of it. At your leisure, ladies and gentlemen. Real quick, y'all. What y'all thinking or how y'all feeling about Ultimate Black Panther right now? How y'all feeling about that book? How y'all feeling about that book? I'm gonna tell you, there were some pages that gave me pause, and that right there was one of them. Carlos Naito's art is not as enjoyable as Stefano Caselli's. Okie dokie. So this is going to change real soon, or maybe not so soon. Oh, that's Killmonger and Aurora, by the way. This is the Ultimate Universe, y'all. So don't ask about what happened to T'Challa. She likes to float. Like that look on Storm. I like that look on Storm. Not so much on Killmonger, but I like that look on Storm. And we actually finally got to see T'Challa do some flexing. Well, kind of. For a hot second. We got explosion. Explosion! Overpowering. But it didn't do nothing to his habit. Looks like he's got self-contained stuff in there. And then he literally squared off with this guy for one frame. And that was it. Do they not think we can stand a couple pages of action? Brian Edward Hill. Give me some action, baby. Give me some action, baby. I need a half a comic worth of action with Ultimate Black Panther. Not I don't want to see Shuri getting her ass kicked again. I don't want to see the Voodoo Khan talking for 10 minutes. I don't want to see Killmonger flex once and then we don't see it no more. I want to see it all. I want it all. Brand new socks and drawers. Get it to me. Get it to me. That's what I want to see out of Ultimate Black Panther. It's time for you've told enough story. At least I feel you've told enough story. At least with the current storyline. Let's pick up the pace. Let's pick up the pace. Action-wise. The story's fine. I need some more action. That's the only thing that's lacking right now, B. That's the only thing that's lacking. Give me some more action. You can't have people get kicked in the face and then they just walk off. I mean, that's cool, but then it's whack at the same time. At least for me. I don't care how much power I got. Somebody kicked me in the face. Superheroes? You kick me in my face? Bruh. Some furniture is gonna be moving. Working on too many projects at once, maybe. Maybe, but I mean, you know what? Not gonna prophesy. Leave it alone right now. How was the action during his Blade run? Non-stop, Gray. Non-stop. I mean, literally every issue he was fighting somebody or he was on a quest to obtain something. Every issue. And he told story. So, I don't know. Maybe it is too many projects, Kamoyo. I'm just saying. I would like to see put some of that action that you had in Blade in the Ultimate Black Panther. Nah, put a bunch of that action you had in Blade over in Ultimate Black Panther. I would enjoy the out of that. Matter of fact, boys and girls, women and children. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Bruh, he let him walk off? Who do that? T'Challa acting like a L7 squared. Damn. That's what I'm saying. This, bruh, he drew blood, y'all. He kicked him in the face and drew blood. And you see the bottom of his boot, and it's got metal on it, and it looked like a big-ass horse hoof. And, bruh, who does that? And you got the power of the little green orb? I made some plants grow upside his head. Let's he get ready to turn around next issue and fight him. Like maybe that walking around, okay, I guess we'll have a war. He gonna turn around next issue and be like, bow, 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 and do something. I don't know. He caught T'Challa's hand with pretty consummate ease when T'Challa threw a punch at him. So he could be a problem for T'Challa. We're gonna wait and see what happened. I'm a rock with it till about issue 10. Issue 10 better tell me something. Brian, issue 10. Do that. Do that. Please. Please do that. Hey, y'all, if you like how Ultimate Black Panther's going down, tell them. It seems they respond to what we say. So when we drop mail in there and say, hey, I'm liking how it's rocking, but can you give me? Can we get? I'm enjoying Brian Hill on Ultimate Black Panther, but can we get some? I'd like to see a little bit more. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't no knock on the brother. I love his style. You know what I'm saying? He's a great writer. Like I said, that Blade was fire. You know, so give me some more of them flames, B. Give me some more of them flames, dog. But yeah, that's how we doing what we doing when we do it. Say her name. Say her name. She is cute, or she was cute. That's a cute picture of her. Damn shame, y'all. Damn shame. Hey, real quick question for the Rock With Me Nation. Because edutainment explains it, and edutainment is what I do. What y'all know about the Zodiac in Marvel Comics? In Marvel Comics, what y'all know about the Zodiac? Y'all know about the Zodiac? Y'all know about Grover Raymond and Cornelius Van Lunt and Jacob Fury? What y'all know about the Zodiac? Y'all know anything about the Zodiac? You don't even bring y'all up to speed on the Zodiac. Or I ain't gonna bring you up to speed. I'm gonna just give you some information about Zodiac, because Zodiac has actually been two groups. One group was a criminal organization that fought the Avengers a lot, and other was LMDs. Life model decoys. Robots, for lack of a less descriptive term. Zodiac made their very first appearance. Oops. In that book right there. Avengers number 72. I think that was 1969, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Smith. I believe this was 1969 or 1970. 69 or 70, one of them. And it introduced them looking like this. Now, gonna say it. That's a ridiculous looking group of people. The dude that is Leo looks like a mascot for a college football team. Word. I get Libra being blind. Justice is blind. Cancer, you actually a crab. Virgo, just a chick in a toga. What does Aquarius do? What does Sagittarius do? Sagittarius over there looking creepy with a cut off top. They're very funny looking. But a lot of times what they would do is they would set traps for the Avengers, or, you know, just try to trap the Avengers. And in this book, this is exactly what one of the members of Zodiac tried to do. Put a force shield over the city of New York, kept a bunch of heroes out, and the only heroes that were inside at the time were T'Challa and Daredevil. Everybody else was in New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna spoil it for you, but bottom line, Ares ends up getting stopped and his little private army gets squashed. The next time we see the Zodiac, at least that incarnation of the Zodiac, because at this point when we see them, Ares went from white to black. Marcus Lassiter was the white Ares, and Grover Raymond was the black Ares. Every time I hear the name Grover, I'm like, hey, Froggy baby. That's the only Grover I know. That's Sesame Street. That's the Grover I grew up with. Anyway, a lot of internal strife, a lot of conflict in Zodiac. Mainly, you know, they had dueling philosophies. Oh, we want to steal this. No, we want to do this. And they were bankrolled by Taurus, who's actually this fella, Cornelius Van Lunt, a millionaire who actually had the Avengers working for him at one point, demolishing buildings and whatnot. It was crazy. Interesting fact about Cornelius Van Lunt. He's not black, but he can't swim. Anyway, next adventures we saw Zodiac in was in this book right here. Avengers number 120. I think that was 1974, I want to say. And there is Leo again, grabbing that vision, looking like a mascot. But OG comics are the best. In this storyline, it ran in 3 issues. Basically, the Avengers confronted Cornelius Van Lunt in his headquarters, and his headquarters happened to be a rocket ship that went into orbit around the Earth and trapped the Avengers inside of it, which continued in this issue. And then the Avengers finally got tired of being stuck in a ship and started doing Avenger stuff and beat the crap out of Zodiac in this issue right here. Even undermanned, even outnumbered, they beat up the Zodiac. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is Zodiac up until that point. I know eventually we've seen them again. They had some kind of interaction with Thanos and gained power from Thanos, but still got their butt kicked. Again, like I said, constant internal strife. I hope they got some reinforcement in that headgear. But that's how the Zodiac used to get down back in the day, y'all. That stuff is available on marvel.com to read if you have never read it. Story's actually good read. That 120 through 122. It's actually a pretty good read. Okay. Let's see. Check. Ray Smith said Avengers. He knows. Van Lunt was name dropped in Daredevil. They should have been in MCAU. Oh, MCU. Okay, right. Didn't one Zodiac knock off the other or something? No, the LMD Zodiac and the human Zodiac existed simultaneously, although one was in prison while the other was active. And then when the Zodiac got into a fight with the Defenders, the LMDs got trashed. And so the human Zodiac got back at it. You're a Taurus. Your birthday's on the 21st. You're on the cusp then. So you got a little bit of both because you are a short-tempered fella. But we also know that the stubbornness of Aries and Taurus is monumentally historic. That is quite a collection of freaks and frolics right there. That part. Hey, Miss Laisha. Hey, how you doing? T'Challa and Daredevil are waxing a lot of people if it's just the two of them. Yeah, but at the time, Aries was in possession of the Zodiac Key. I don't know if you know about the Zodiac Key, but it's an article of power. And it fires concussive blasts, and it can be a whole problem in the hands of a formidable wielder. But in that particular story, the Zodiac Key and Ares' small private army were more than T'Challa and Daredevil could handle singularly, and they were forced to retreat. So there, that part. But yeah, overall, great read. Y'all should pick it up. Y'all should totally pick it up. Okay. Action figure stuff. Okay, action figure stuff, and then I'm gonna be done. Real quick, don't got a whole lot on the action figure landscape, but I take advice. I listen. And when Mr. Ray Smith told me this was a real easy way to make a Vibraxis, just kit bashing. Just kit bashing. That's all that is. That's nice. That's nice. So, there's a real easy Vibraxis, y'all. Ain't a whole lot of work need to be done either. Other than maybe paint the neck. That's the only thing I thought about doing. But, color scheme, it works. So I got me an old one. You can see it's a little bit rickety, but it's still steady. It's steady enough to stand on its own. I can still pose it. But I try to minimize the posing because, as you can see, he's getting jiggy with it. But yeah, that was the one thing that I did over the weekend when my Gilgamesh showed up. And I put Gilgamesh's head on Luke Cage. And Kamoyo, you should enjoy this, sir. My Displacer Beast arrived. I am anxious to pull it out. Pause. Ooh, okay. Looks like it's gonna be some putting together of some things. All righty. This is what we're working with, y'all. For those of you that have never seen Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, or have never played Dungeons and Dragons, ladies and gentlemen, well, let me get them all. Let me get them all out because they got them bent up. And he's got a tail. Goodness. I'll have to put this thing together. It ain't gonna take but a second, though. It ain't gonna take but a second. Displacer beasts can teleport and cast illusions. They can make themselves appear either further or closer away than they actually are. I could see how that would be a problem in a fight. Where is your tail, sucker? Pull out the displacer stuff. Displacer beast without his tendrils just looks like a six-legged. I can't. I can't. There we go. That, ladies and gentlemen, without the tendrils, is a displacer beast. About 11 inches from snout to tail, standing about 4 inches, 3.75, 4 inches high. That's not bad. Then we add the tendrils. Here we go. Bam. Woohoo. And bam. Yeah. King of the monsters, Theo. King of the monsters, baby. King of the monsters. Oh, get that down in there. Get that down in there. Whoa. There it is. And there you go. That's, got to pull that away. Because those tendrils, they do bend. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is your displacer beast. And that mouth is adjustable. I like it. I like it a lot. Get them claws. Oh, I'm gonna be putting him in some poses. Oh yeah, he's so very poseable. Yes, so poseable. So poseable. Yep, we gonna pose the shit out of him. So that was all I had on the action figure front, y'all. My displacer beast and my kit bashed Vibraxes. More stuff on the way because, as we know, thanks to Brother Theo, there's a lot of stuff coming out from Hasbro. I am waiting on my Doc, my Alpine, my Raptor, my Night Creeper. I got a lot. I got about 4-5 Joes coming. So y'all stay tuned for that. What was the comments on the displacer beast? Did we get any? Ray Smith. Ray Smith. I gotta love that guy. Gotta love him. Gotta love him. Yeah. Here you go, Kaboyo. He says, excuse me while I whip this out. Okay. Yes, a displacer beast is indeed a whole problem. A whole entire freaking problem. That's awesome. What was the price for that bad boy? Actually, it didn't run me too much. Called it on Hasbro. Hasbro, it's in the cheap bin in Hasbro. So go to Hasbro Pulse. They got it for the reduced price. Normally it runs about $30-$35. But like I said, got it for a player's price through Hasbro. Bruh, if I can help it, I ain't paying full price for nothing. What do you got here? What? Gray, the owl bear is 20 at Ollie's, so is Joe Fix It. I would get very excited about that if we had Ollie's in Alaska. Target, Walmart, GameStop, and the mall is where, or ordering them. But those are the 4 places I go to get action figures. And if I can't find them anywhere, then I just order them. So that's me. That's how we do it up here in the A Kizzy, baby boy. Yes, I'm going to purposely make a reference that is going to make Kamoyo chuckle. I have blown my load, so I'm finished. Pause. Look here, y'all. I got to talk about everything I wanted to talk about. Is there anything that y'all want to ask? Any questions, comments, discussion? BKA Q&A. Where y'all at with it? Get to me. I can take it. Eyes ready. I can handle it. What you got for me, fam? What you got for a brother? The Displacer Beast is much bigger than Gwenhayar. Much bigger. Yeah, they are a whole problem. Yeah, I said King of the Monsters. King of the Monsters. I'm telling y'all, boy, that Halloween display gonna be lit. It's gonna be fire. Fire. Yeah. SDCC action figures. Thoughts. That Dragon Man is dope. I will definitely get that Dragon Man. That Dragon Man is nice. It is real nice, and I like that. I like the wings. I mean, it's basically like a gargoyle without the kind of bent back feet, because gargoyles got bent back feet, so you got to balance them on their like animal legs. Got to balance them on the tail, or stand them just right if you ain't got the tail on. But yeah, I plan to grabs. That's at the top of the list. Period. Point blank. Out of all the stuff I saw, because I've been waiting on Dragon Man. I've been waiting on Dragon Man for a minute, so I'm glad we finally got one. Who am I Dragon Ray? Dragon Man. I'm going to put Gingy on the back. See, this is the kind of stuff my wife got me in the habit of doing, because she liked to play with them. I'm bored. In D&D, I hated dealing with Displacer Beasts, Lithids, and freaking Aboleths. Ooh. Hey, we need to get together and play some D&D one day online or something like that, man. Because I ain't played no D&D, man, and I can't get nobody to play with me. Brian Bell, hello. Better late than never. I want that Dragon Man. Swappable wings. Wings fire. Flexible tail. Pause. Okay. Do you think a movie with the Avengers lineup we saw at the end of Age of Ultron could have been a hit? Oh, you saying if they'd have did an Avengers movie based on those Avengers and not an Avengers 2.0 like Captain America Civil War? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, minus Quicksilver, it was basically, it was kind of Cap's Kooky Quartet, but not quite. I mean, you had that power difference. I know that Vision was a member, but we never saw him on missions with the team. And Vision, even MCU Vision, is probably like what, the fourth or fifth strongest and most powerful Avenger? Am I tripping? Hulk, Thor, Iron Man, probably Vision. And since his beam can cut through War Machine's armor, which is probably the same thing Iron Man's armor is made of, with a little more improvements, you know how you do. Arguably might be able to get at Tony. Not to mention the density control. So yeah, I put him right up there with Hulk and Thor. Vision, Cap, Widow, Falcon, Wanda. That's a nice squad. That's a very nice squad. Just saying. Yeah, as far as a hit movie, yeah, it was during the other phase. So yeah, probably have been a hit. No more for me. We at the 2-hour mark, y'all. Unless you just got something burning that you got to hit me with. But yeah, we at the 2-hour mark, y'all, now. And I am going to go ahead at this point and call it a wrap. It has been fruitful. It has been fun. It has been live, but it has to stop someplace. Kamoyo, Gray, Paul Martin, Mr. Ray Smith, the Grand Madam Tarot, Alicia, I see you. Keita, I see you too. Moshi Shabazz, I see you. I feel like Romper Room. I see Professor the Film Fan. I see my brother Theo. And whoever else is here. Brian Bell, I saw you. Hello, Brian Bell. We hope you come back. We hope you come back and hang out, man, because it's a nice little vibe up in here if you can't tell. But that's it, y'all. That's it, y'all. I'm done. I'm finished. I've completed the mission. But fret not, y'all. We will be back tomorrow. Theo and I. We will be Friday night vibing. We will be vibing at you with vibes and energy and fun. Bring what you like to drink. Bring what you like to smoke. Bring what relaxes you and makes you more amicable towards us. Come hang out. Hold up. It's always fun. It's always fun. That's it for now, y'all. But fret not. I will be coming at you with another one of the other ones. And until I do, y'all be good. Be good to each other.